Hello there. I want to do a review of a knife that I wanted for a long time. I like old school type of knives, old school slip joints. You know that I use the old school traditional American style pocket knives, the traditional slip joints. That's my preferred knife for most carry. There's another knife made by a company in France called Opinel or Opinel, depending on how you want to pronounce it. And I've wanted one for a long time, but never got around to purchasing one. A friend of mine sent me this in the mail. We had been talking, and he asked me what I thought about the knives, and I said, I really like them and the way that they're made. They're a traditional, old school type of slip joint, and I've been wanting to purchase one for a while. And he sent this in the mail to me. This is an Opinel. They're made in France. I can't even read that to you. 1890, so the rest of it's in French. But that obviously they were their roots run to 1890, that kind of deal. But the knife, this is a Opinel number 6. It is about 3 10/16 long. The way this thing works, let's open it up first. There's no detent and no kind of lock in that blade whatsoever. It's a traditional slip joint, but we'll get more into how this knife in particular works here in a minute. The blade is 2 3/4 inches long. This is a perfect knife for the pocket. It has a stainless, this is a carbon blade, carbon steel blade. They do make this in stainless steel. There are several versions of this knife, from small to medium to large. None of them are very expensive, and they are fantastic little knives. This is probably beech or something like that. You have a wooden handle. And the way this knife works, remember I said it was a traditional slip joint. There's nothing that holds that shut. But on this knife you have a collar here. And it is stamped on the collar. Don't know if you can see it there. Number 6. Opinel, all of that. But this collar, if you look, this is just a solid collar, goes all the way up. But if you look at this, there are detents in each end of this collar. And if I want to use this knife, I would open it and then turn this. And what that does is lock the blade in place. And if I want to close it and carry it in my pocket to prevent it from opening in my pocket and cutting myself when I reach in to get it, you lock it the same way you lock it closed so that it won't open. So then you just move it to this center position and open it up, lock it down. They're wonderful knives, really well made, from an old company, and they're fantastic. I love the way the knife feels in my hand. I love the size of it. I love the shape of the blade. It's very thin, so you can get a really screaming edge on this blade. You can get carbon or stainless steel, whatever your bent is. I prefer carbon steel when I can get it. Yes, carbon steel rusts, but I got a secret for you. First of all, stainless steel will rust too. It's stainless, not stain proof. If you don't take care of it, stainless will rust. But these will rust more readily, of course. But if you care for a carbon steel knife the way that it's supposed to be cared for, and that doesn't take a lot, then you shouldn't have any problems. I don't have any problems with rust in my knives. So, but Opinel, a lovely little French traditional friction folder, or whatever it is that you want to call it. Beautiful knives. Stay tuned. We're going to do a sharpening video on this in the future. Thank you. Bless you. Later.